Hello, Westford! The Abbot School is getting a new roof. Selectmen are considering whether to support a moratorium on National Grid gas, and Westford Academy now has a crew team. I'm Christina Liedberg, Assistant Director of the J.V. Fletcher Library and a guest host for this week's program. WestfordCAT News is next. Before we get started, Westford, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to our free daily newsletter with all the latest Westford news delivered to your inbox. Just visit WestfordCatNews.org and click on the red subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Abbot School workers are replacing the Abbot School roof this month. The $3 million project was approved at this year's annual town meeting in March. Another $50,000 were appropriated in July 2017 for a schematic design. The project is expected to come in on time and under budget, according to Kathy Auth, Director of School Finance. Here she is giving the school committee an update on August 13th.
Abbott roof, as you can see, is moving along pretty well. The substantial completion date is the Saturday before the Monday. People come back. It won't be entirely done,
right?
But it'll be made, all egress will be dealt with. Kids will have a safe way in and out. The roof itself will probably be done. The windows, the cowl wall, the construction windows that are in the gym, that's the thing that's holding us back. Those have a very long lead time for the order. They're expected to come in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then they'll work on in the evenings and on weekends to finish that.
Auth is overseeing 2 additional construction projects this summer: the improvement of the running track at Westford Academy and the new playground at the Norman E. Day School.
The track also made great progress. Over until this week, we've had really good weather for both projects. And spots here and there that weren't. So they're at the point now where next week they'll be putting the top layer on, the rubberized layer. They've been doing all the other layers all summer long. Then that's going to need to cure for a couple of weeks. I just caught Jim Antonelli on the way out, and he's been in more contact with the contractor than I have, even because he's over there. And apparently wet weather is actually good for curing the surface. It draws the oils to the surface. So, it might not be completely finished on August 27th. If anything, the first home game, which is September 7th, first weekend,
right.
It's early this year.
Mm-hmm.
But the high school staff, Jim and the AD, have a plan in place to deal with moving that first home game. That would be, I think, the only possible impact.
Watch the entire school committee meeting at westfordcat.org. Selectmen postponed a decision on whether to support a moratorium against National Grid gas. The company has locked out steelworker locals 12003 and 12012, while bargaining negotiations are ongoing. Union workers addressed the board on August 14th to explain their safety concerns regarding National Grid's use of contractors during the lockout. Here's National Grid employee Jim Pittman voicing his concerns.
To get a hoist-in license is when you get into a backhoe and you can drive it down the street. You can actually physically dig a hole in the street. In order to get that license, it's a written exam. Anyone in this room could go get that exam, that license tomorrow. So to answer your question in a roundabout way, if anyone in this room was working for National Grid Finance, for example, 9 weeks ago, and they wanted to dig a gas main tomorrow, they can go get a hoisting license and dig that T in a street on Lakeshore North, Route 110 for Red Hat, and dig down on that gas main with the hydraulic license they just got with a written exam with no experience.
Watch the entire Selectmen's meeting at westfordcat.org. WestfordCAT recorded a forum for the 5 Democratic candidates running for the 1st Middlesex District State Senate race. Former town moderator Ellen Hardy moderated the forum, asking the candidates to state their positions on such topics as the healthcare system in Massachusetts and the ongoing National Grid workers lockout. Here are the candidates responding to a question about whether they would take campaign funds from fossil fuel companies.
Well, yes, I would pledge not to take campaign contributions from fossil fuel companies.
I would take the pledge not to accept money from fossil fuels donors.
As to the pledge on fossil fuel companies, we can't take contributions from any company, so certainly I wouldn't take contributions from fossil fuel companies.
Thank you.
So I would take the pledge as well. I think that's probably an easy pledge.
I would take the pledge not to accept funding from or any contributions from any PAC or fossil fuel company.
Watch the entire program at westfordcat.org. High school students will once again have the option of participating in a rowing program on Forge Pond. The defunct Westford Littleton crew team has been resurrected as the Westford Academy crew team. 2 coaches have been hired. Students can sign up for fall crew beginning August 22nd, and practice begins August 27th. The original program was canceled in November after an accounting of the Recreation Department's Enterprise Fund revealed a deficit of $70,000. The program began around 2009 on a shoestring budget with donated skulls and shells. Eventually, the athletes started participating in regattas and banquets, which strained the budget and led to the program's decline. In an announcement from December, Peter Klenk, who chairs the Friends of Westford Community Rowing, said athletes from surrounding towns would be welcome. Missy is a playful 7-year-old Siamese cat mix, available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's production coordinator Patty Stalker with more.
The Lowell Humane Society on Broadway Street in Lowell has some unique and beautiful pets available for adoption. Here's volunteer coordinator Marie Belageron with more about Missy.
Hi, I'm Marie. I'm the volunteer coordinator here at Lowell Humane Society, and today I'm going to talk to you about Missy, one of our adoptable cats. So Missy is about 7 years old, and she came into the shelter because she was a little bit too much for her elderly owner. She would try and play with her, and she would play with her a little bit too roughly. If she was walking by, she would swat at her feet. This is kind of a common behavior that playful cats will get, kind of when they have too much energy. So it is something that, we do see here at the shelter pretty often. Since Missy has been here, however, she has not really displayed this behavior. She loves to play with toys. Missy is a little bit of a shyer girl at first until she gets to know you, but once she warms up, she is a love. She likes to get petted, but everything does kind of have to be on her terms. She does get a little bit uncomfortable if you're moving quickly or trying to force too much love on her. In her previous home, Missy's favorite thing to do was sunbathe in patches of light near the windows. She's also a fan of doing some bird watching. She has not previously lived with other animals, so we're not sure how she would do. There is potential that she would do well with animals that have lived with other animals previously, but we don't know for sure. She also has never lived around children, so again, we're not 100% sure how well she would do with them, but based on the fact that she does have that sassy side to her, probably no very young children.
If you'd like to learn more about Missy or any of the other pets looking for a new home at the Lowell Humane Society, or if you'd like to volunteer, donate, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, visit their website at lowellhumanesociety.org. They're located at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. You can also find them on Facebook. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
Here's Rekha Sharma to tell you about the health benefits of the herb giloy.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about giloy. It is also called Indian Tinospora. It brings about the balance of air, space, and fire element of the body. It reduces neuropathy, especially in diabetes. It helps to bring down inflammation of the joints. It is an excellent anti-stress tonic. It also reduces dizziness, fatigue, and weakness due to anemia. It prevents chest infection and liver problems. It is a natural tonic, anti-aging, and antioxidant. It reduces eye problems, wrinkles, and acne. So you can take Giloy tea once daily to get the benefits. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before consuming or applying. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
Let's see what weather.com has in store for us this coming week. Here's WestfordCAT Marketing Outreach Director Sarah Fletcher with suggestions for things to do in the area.
Thanks, Christina. The Fletcher Library will host a program presented by musician and author Craig Harris titled Unraveling America's Musical Roots on Thursday, August 23rd at 7 p.m. This multimedia program will combine archived audio and film clips with well-researched storytelling and collective music making. It will include Appalachian fiddle and bluegrass banjo music. Admission is free of charge, but registration is required. Get a classic New England fair experience this August 24th through 26th at the Middlesex County 4-H Fair. View sheep, goats, bunnies, and a host of other animals, all raised by young 4-H members who use the fair as a chance to showcase their animals and projects to the public. Admission is $8 per person, and parking is free of charge. The fair officially kicks off at 1 p.m. on Friday, August 24th, with a parade led by the Middlesex County 4-H Fife and Drum Corps. It ends on Sunday, August 26th at 6 p.m. For more information and a schedule of events, visit 4hmiddlesexfair.org. Classic Albums Live will present Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album on Friday, August 24th at 7:30 p.m. at Boarding House Park in Lowell. Bring low lawn chairs and a picnic dinner and enjoy music under the stars. Tickets are $31 in advance and $35 on the day of the concert. To make a purchase, visit lowellsummermusic.org. I'm Sarah Fletcher, Marketing Outreach Manager for WestfordCAT. Back to you, Christina.
That's it for now, Westford. We leave you with images from our Lights, Camera, Action Kids Camp from this past week.